Hi, everyone. I'm live. It's a miracle. Of course, I want to drink. I have a really big announcement. I've been working really hard. I haven't really told you what I'm working on, but I wrote a book. I wrote a book. I'm super excited. So it's actually a workbook. It's a workbook for shadow work. And shadow work is really asking yourself the difficult questions. And sometimes, it's like if you really want to do some of this work and it's like, I don't even know where to begin. Well, I show you where to begin. So it's 39 spreads. I'm in the process of getting it up on Amazon. You have no idea how difficult it is in the back end of KDP. Oh my God. But I did manage to download it as a digital download. So that is available for sale. Yay, hooray. The link is below. So it's 39 spreads. There's a little intro, a little. I'm really proud of it. I'm really proud. I worked really hard. I've been working for weeks, like 2 straight weeks, and the KDP is really not easy at all. So it's a process. So it's going to be in a book, in a physical book form too. And I put the pages together really beautifully. So it's really about it's there are 3 card spreads. There are 3, 4, 5, and 6 card spreads. And it asks you the questions that, if you really want to transform, it's like, well, why am I like this? Why does this darkness keep on coming up? How have like past relationships affected me in a negative way? How can I release them? Things like that. And then there are pauses between each section to like say, what came up for you? How are you going to deal with it? La la la. It's gentle, but it's a really good workbook to like do this kind of work that we all look. The darkness in the world is the darkness in ourselves. We are one, and it's the time now to just look at it, feel it, and release it. So this is like a guide, basically, a guide. So it's 52 pages. And then I was watching a video, right? I was like, well, I don't know what I'm doing. And I've been asking AI, and sometimes it gives me the right information, sometimes it doesn't. So I found this video on YouTube, and she's like, oh, well, it's so simple. You just go into this tool, and they ask you 6 questions, and it just goes one after another. It's intuitive. Once she said it was intuitive, it was like I knew I was lost. Because you get to the third question, and you answer it, and you get to the fourth one, it takes you back to the third. You get to the fourth, it takes you back to the third. Yeah, it's intuitive. All right. So let me give you some examples of reads. And also, weekly wanderings will be up soon. I have the video. I have to put it up. Meanwhile, in the midst of all this, a friend is going to sleep over tonight. He's coming for dinner. I have guests coming. I have no idea. But I said, well, if they come in the middle of the video, you better do the dishes. So the dishes are done. The apartment's clean. So I'm good with that. But it's been a real lesson in patience, trying to work with the back end of this, a lot of these sites, because they don't tell you what you're doing wrong. There's no answer. It's like, well, do you want it to be bigger? Do you want it to be smaller? What do you want? Well, this is incorrect. Well, that's nice. Tell me how to fix it. And that's what the shadow work's about. It's like you ask yourself a question, and you know you figure out how to fix it. All right. So this is an example of a 3 card spread. So I'm going to do it on myself, or maybe this is, it depends how personal it is. If it's really personal, it's just a general reading. But so it's just an example, okay? So it's a 3 card reading, and the question is, what does my shadow want me to know? And the 3 questions are, what is revealed? Like that's what my shadow wants me to know. What is hidden? Mm-hmm. And how to work with it. You know. Okay, so let's go. What is revealed? 1. What is hidden? I haven't even looked. And what my shadow wants me to know. Oh, okay. What is revealed? What is revealed is wealth. This is really, um, yeah. So this is like a card of family. It's a card of dynasty. So maybe there's something in like a family dynamic that's very foundational, that's there for you that you're, you know, maybe need to access, right? But it doesn't always mean the physical family. It could be the family of like my family on YouTube, right? But it's very foundational. And this is the card of wealth, of long-term wealth, you know, because it's a family dynasty, it's like there are many generations here. It's intergenerational wealth. So what's revealed is like there's a lot there. Okay. What is hidden is the seven of wands. The seven of wands is really about being confident. It's like you have the high ground. Be confident. It's like this one, that one, that one, this one. Oh, we want to get to the top of the hill. They're never going to get to the top of the hill. You're on the top of the hill. Then it's never going to happen. And there's this like urgency and movement, and it's like I'm fighting off. So maybe I'm stronger than I know, right? Like for me, right? What is revealed, maybe there's a lot more support than I know. Okay. I'm stronger than I know if I'm reading it for myself. And how to work with it. Take the show on the road. Be confident, take the show on the road, go to a place you've never gone before. This is the chariot. So it, the chariot has this energy of astronaut. The chariot, it's a seven, it's a card of Cancer. So it's really intuitive. It's deeply intuitive because he's got the moons, right, on his shoulders. He knows how to work with the dark and the light in equal measure. He knows when to use which one to make his chariot go forward. This is about swiftness. This is about action. This is about executing a plan. But he has this energy of like, I don't know, use of confidence. And you see how there's like the stars around him? It's like, I haven't been there before, but I'm sure it'll be okay. I know it's that away. I know it's in that town or something like that. I don't know what the roads are like, but I'm confident that I'm going to get there, even though it's a place I've never been before. Ah, even though it's a place I've never been before. So that's an example. So let's say you're reading for yourself and you're like, well, I don't really understand what this one means. So you throw a qualifier, you throw another card. Oh my, wow. My favorite card. My favorite card. The death card. The death card is really about the complete transformation. This is really about the complete transformation. The death card is so profound. It's like, I don't, when the death card comes up, it's like, I don't really recognize how I used to think or what I used to say or how I used to act or who I was around or, it's just complete. It's like a butterfly. It's like if you would tell a caterpillar you're going to be a butterfly, the caterpillar would be like, what are you, crazy? Or if you told the butterfly you used to be a caterpillar, and they're like, what are you, crazy? Those are butterflies and caterpillars that grew up in New York like me. So maybe there's a transformation in what you see in your sense of stability, right? Your sense of family, right? That's revealed. And what's hidden, and I have two sevens, right? What's hidden is spirit and confidence, because it's both. And spirit is like this, like your light that is like tenacious, and I'm that I am. And then also, I mean, the way I would read this is like I have Cancer and Scorpio here. So, like, the way through is your intuition. It's Cancer and Scorpio, both water signs, deeply intuitive. So, that would be one. Let's see if somebody's downstairs. I know I don't like answering the phone. No, it says now live on my channel. You're a little late. Okay. So that would be an example of a 3-card reading. I think I have 13 3-card readings, 13 4-card readings, and then 5 and 5 or something like that, or maybe 6 and 5 or something like that. Okay, and now an example of a 4-card reading would be da, 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 da. It helps if you shuffle. You know, honestly, when you're reading, I usually read 3 as 1. That's just what evolved for me, but I've been reading a really long time. So when you read, you put down cards and you say why, how. This is okay. I want to change my job. Does it pay for me to change my job? Just for an example. What would be the benefit? What would be the detriment? Um, is it for my highest good? And then, that's how you do it. So the more you direct the card as to what the question is, right? And you direct the card, you ask 3 or 4 questions about the same issue. Is it the best, is it for my highest good to get a new job? Is it for my highest good to move? Blah, 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 right? Because to try to fit tarot into this yes, no, doesn't really work. It's really about seeing the subtleties. All right, so the 4-card reading is, I have written down. I don't even know what this one's called. I didn't write it down. I just wrote 4-card because, I like to move quickly. Your past spiritual state, your current transformation, your future spiritual state, and your guide or lesson. Oh, that's a good one. It's 39 readings. It's really, I'm so proud. I'm so proud. I really am. Because it took a lot. It really took a lot. And it's something that I really feel is a service because so many times it's like I don't really know the questions to ask myself. I remember, years and years ago when I would be in therapy and something really heavy would come up. And I kind of wanted to talk about it, or I kind of wanted to get to the bottom of it, but then I would just go blank. It was so overwhelming or so frightening or so like, you dare not look this way, that like I would just go blank. So this can help you to like, slowly open that door. So, and we can't change anyone else. We can only change ourselves. We can only change our reaction to them. We can only change our perspective of it. That's it. We can't change what happened. We could only change the way we work with it, deal with it, um, let go of it, etc. All right. So let's go. Past spiritual state, current transformation, future spiritual state, my guide. Oh boy. Okay. Well, if this is a personal reading, I think it's actually right on the money. Okay, my past spiritual state is you're loved and protected and guided and intuitive and healed and anew and loved. You loved, protected, guided, blessed. This is a great card, Ace of Cups. My current transformation is I'm telling myself I can't do it. I'm telling myself she put herself in her own, this is her own mental insanity. She tied herself up and she doesn't see it because she doesn't want to see it. She's like surrounded by her like negative thoughts. So sometimes I read this card as like, you can do it. Stop telling yourself you can't do it. So maybe that's a little bit, I mean, believe me, if you heard the screaming that was going on in this apartment and I'm alone today, you'd understand. Okay. And then my future spiritual thing is the freaking wish card, which is fantastic. This is really about being comforted, feeling safe. This is really about feeling safe, really feeling safe in your heart. That's what I really understand this card as. My wish came true. And when your wish comes true, is like your heart is full. Your heart is full. And that's what this is about. You know, 9, attainment, cups, you know, emotion. And then my guide or lesson is the freaking high priestess, who is like, you know how I understand the high priestess, I'll tell you. So a lot of times she's seen as like the mysterious one. So, but she's really kind of dual. Sometimes she's the mysterious one, and sometimes she reveals it. It depends on the reading. But the thing is about her is like this is Isis. This is Isis. This is the female aspect of creation, right? And she's super duper fertile. You know, the pomegranates. She's got the moon, deeply intuitive. It's very hard. It's always backwards. This is about paying attention to your dreams, paying attention to your instinct, paying attention to your intuition. But she's between a dark and light column. And what she does, for me, from what I understand, is that she utilizes both the dark and the light, which is really exactly what these readings are about. Utilizing, acknowledging both the dark and the light, taking what's valuable in both of them, not forgetting, and somehow combining them and creating something new. Because sometimes, you know, we've been through whatever we've been through, and we've all been through. And it's like, how can I incorporate that? How can I incorporate that and use it as, I don't know, sort of a guide on the way, right? You've done that before. You don't have to do it again. Or you've never done that before. Why don't you try something new? A little bit like that. Interesting, right? Really interesting. So obviously they work. And I offer readings, I offer healings. Weekly Wonderings will be up soon. Please purchase the digital download. It's only $15. It will be in book form, but it'll be more. I don't know when. I really don't. I've been working on it for like a long time, and I was up really late last night, just driving myself crazy. It's like, you need to go to sleep. This is crazy. It's 3 in the morning. And I still hadn't done, you know, like upload it like this, upload it like that, upload it like this, upload it like that. You know, whatever. I did manage to form it all into a digital, and it goes in order, you know, the opening page, the 3 card readings, the little rest, the 4 card readings, the little rest. So it's available. Please purchase it. Tell your friends. Let's really all get to work on our darkness so that we can bring more light into the world. How's that? All right. Blessings. Thanks for joining me, and see you soon. Bye. I was going to put edit, but end stream.